The Link. Written by Russ Bulldog. Illustrated by Thomas Fairfield-Guest. Charlotte wasn't sure how long she had been in the room. It had no windows and 2 doors. She found that she could get out of bed and walk around when Auntie wasn't there. She couldn't open the door that led outside, though. The other doors led to a small bathroom with a shower. She slept often, and when she woke, food would be waiting on the small shelf in the corner. Sometimes she woke to find herself unable to move, which meant Auntie was there for one of the chance. I remember every minute now, Charlotte thought, focusing on Auntie. It was the first time she had attempted to communicate with the collective Link. Her head still hurt, but the pain had gone down now to think more clearly than over the last few days. Do you know? Auntie's voice appeared in her mind. Sounds skeptical. What are you? Where are you? Charlotte asked, walking around her room. I'm not sure. Would you like to come out of your room and chat? Charlotte could not keep her silent throughout her getting out of the room. Maybe could find a way to escape. When you leave your room, Auntie asked, the Down family to your right. You'll find me in the observation book at the end. The door silently slid open as she approached. She squinted against the bright sunlight from the wall windows on the other side. Beyond window, we saw rolling grass over hills dotted with trees and smiling rising city in the distance. It took a moment to realize she must be inside the tower on the resistance at the time. If only she could make her wish come back less than a day. The empty hallway. She turned and moved as quickly as she could to the doorway at the end. In the empty hallway, she turned to the left and moved as quick as she could toward the doorway at the end. As she approached the large door, but she screamed with a flash of blue light from the opening. When pressed against it, she made a family electric tingling. It was so still. It would be scaring that way. She turned around and made her way past her room again and down the hallway. She passed a few small doors that didn't open as the other had. Charlotte wondered if the agents made reason to go through these awful great experiments or wherever they were. On the end of the hall, she came to another large mouth did open. She did walk out with her hand. I'm sure she couldn't run into it showed, but it passed through easily. As Charlotte drew closer, she drew tight of the small backbones filled with rock. Not thicker inside, sticking out the plants grew larger in the aperture too. What do you think? Everything was heavy? I asked. Charlotte didn't respond. The people walk on the calculated sections to the human race. Why is said that they died? Sacrifices must have to be made to ensure our freedoms. You repeat your father's propaganda. Well, I'm Charlotte, but I wonder if you truly believe it. Of course I do. Fuller, she said. Remember, I think I finished on upon thousands of words being destroyed. So many ways. It's terrible, and you're not going to do that to us. Auntie flashed back an awkward smile. Search the experiences carefully, and you'll see the collective innocent. Images of destroyed civilizations flashed through Cordy's mind again. They charmed and overwhelming, making it difficult and focus. She had tried again and again, but she couldn't point to any evidence that showed that collective has actually caused any of the destruction. However, she was witnessing that they didn't prove anything, however, have two planets are rare, but the universe so big that contains an immeasurable number of them. This galaxy alone is home to more than 100 billion planets similar to your own. It's early now, however, not just wishes is nothing contact with beings from another world. Artist's voice echoed her brain. Why do you think that is? Charlotte found it a little to speak as her mind processed distraction, a vast number of words, but she managed to fall. That's a good starting point. Reaching for outer space required a certain level of technology, and traveling with the world out there. Why did some of them consider the earth before the collective? Charlotte shook her head and raised her from the head, still upset for what she has been and felt. Archie gave her a disappointed look, as he expected more of her. It's really simple. This choice it turns out much easier as a develop technology. Thanks to technology in this sentence, or extremely dangerous, and the physics is a mixture to dangerous. You can see mist, Jyoti and X them were knocking it. He still let go of the experiment, feeling terrible, destination back to back, or that we wouldn't need to hug off all over. It's only now how I read this lady. Auntie emitted a low croak that she smiled with a laugh. That does sound correctly, isn't it? Really though. All is required that just wishes stop being so self-centered and think of something beyond yourself. I've been kidnapped by three tree huggers, Charlotte groaned. We're trying to help this mission to transition and announce entire civilization. You didn't really ask if you wanted to transition. That was un- unavoidable, as we've seen this happen many times. And one each situation is somewhat different. The result is not. Um, Wait a minute. Yes, with your power sources, with your power sources and control consumption, population, and other discrete for the environment, you would have destroyed yourself in short order. We couldn't allow it. How do you know? Charles snapped. Maybe we could just have transitioned on your own. Besides, who gives you the right to decide when we're free to destroy ourselves if we want? There's always a chance of a natural transition. Just for the collective assistance generally increase the chance of success. You're also correct that if you are free to destroy yourself, Archie just showed you at the window and Squid Island. Except you take everything with you. The loss of any habitable planet is a tragedy, so the answer is surrender. Let you take over and give up our freedom. We just accept that when we are just live, not to escape some ourselves for a chance that we might blow ourselves up. I'm not sure that's a fair trade. And if the whites from Walcott and excited tower that began to spread into the field, some carried back and see that they scattered in front of them, while other had shovel for some really to be planted. It's a matter of perspective, or they said. You won't win. It's not about winning. It's about survival. You may come to see that soon. However, as much as I have enjoyed our exchange, we need to return the room to the rest. Tomorrow we do a second part view. Pain, darkness, a planet dying, explosion. Where? People yelling, and the collective landing in ships. Something rolling, another planet ending. Charlotte felt herself being lifted off the bed and carried. She tried to fight, but if but every movement changed sideways to the painful body. There was a burning smell. She tried to open her eyes, but everything was moving so painful. So she closed them again. The collective was there, all of them. A moment later, the darkness took her. Charlotte walked to her face and looked down on her. "Good morning, sunshine," she said, and breaking into a broad smile. Charlotte immediately hugged him. "How long was I gone?" she asked as she looked around. Uh, she was in the one of the rooms at the grand compound. The room had really polished tile and green wall, strangely similar to the room in the street. Only real differences has a window all along. "About 10 days," Jeff said. "We brought you here 3 days ago, but you've been unconscious all the time." Charlotte's hands fell, but not in nearly as much as she had when she walked up the Indian street. She couldn't remember much of what happened in her talk with Auntie in the observation room. She had returned to bed and fallen asleep. Had they finished the work due last time? It felt like an avalanche of information, but now she felt like an almost normal. "Are you feeling okay?" her dad asked. Charlotte nodded. "Just a bit of headache, but I'm fine, hungry." Her dad laughed. "Of course you are. I'll see if I can scratch up you some food. I'll let the doctors know your work," he said and left the room. Charlotte lay back down and rubbed her temple. The mind felt clear as though nothing had ever happened. She examined her spouse's head, memories, but nothing felt jumbled out place of tasting. But would she really know if it were? Consciously, she thought about the civilization they had been destroying, the planet with finely tinted ocean. Suddenly, the entire collective experience rushed into her mind as she opened her computer file. The images and information were crisp, clear, and self-contained. She tried with another planet with the same result, then another. Soon she was scrolling the faster than she could have imagined. This time, though, the emotions were also there. Pain, fear, anger, ultimately terrible. Sadness, the amount of the amount of information being dumped into her brain made her a bit woody, so she stopped. As she had closed her browser window, her mind was back to normal again. Charlotte was still thinking about what she had seen her father returning something to eat, and she forgot about anything else. "You must be starving," her dad said just as he tore a sandwich and soup. Charlotte just wanted a response and took another bite. When she finished, she handed her empty plate and bowl to her dad, suddenly stiffly. Just then, the door opened and the doctor called in. "Look, Charlotte." "How are you feeling today, Charlotte?" I asked with a sweet smile. "Better," Charlotte replied. "Happy to be home." The doctor nodded and began her examination, shining light in Charlotte's eyes, listening to her chest, poking and prodding without saying a word. When she was done, the doctor said, "I know the time, but before I let you back to the sleep, I need to tell me what happened in the street. Did they do anything to you?" Charlotte looked at her dad and opened her mouth to reply. A thought would stop her. What would they do if she told him the truth? She was linked to the entire collective experience and could communicate with them, but that could mean they have access to her as well. Would they think they had been brainwashed or turned into a spy for the aliens? I don't remember, she lied. I'm sorry, but I'm really tired. Maybe something will come back to me later. The daughter was about to speak when her dad said, "Okay, get some sleep. We'll talk later." The daughter flashed her dad frustrated look, but they both left. Then they heard the door being locked from their side. Despite her exhaustion from being bed, Charlotte stayed awake. The locked door meant they didn't trust her. But could she blame them? Would she have trusted someone who not likely spent an entire week in Allen Street? Likely not. She checked the window, but there was still shut. She broke the glass without noticing. Why was she thinking of escaping? She was safe in the compound, but this room felt more like a prison. Maybe just some animal instinct to flee when in trapped. She wasn't going anywhere. She just tried to try and flee. As she lay in bed, she found herself thinking about the information she had picked up from the link. She knew that the collective had not been involved in the destruction of any civilization. Instead, they'd been passive observers, counting for a very long time, but never stepped in. She didn't know whether that was the worst. The emotions from the lake remained like echoes of memories, combining incredible frustration and happiness. Locked in her room in the resistant compound, that was feeling she understood all too well.
perfect score.